A lot of pretty big game-changing things are happening right now for the Bloodline, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out some exciting additions for a SmackDown faction, and much more. Starting things off with a big WWE collaboration that's on the way for the Royal Rumble that will be pretty cool for fans that love behind-the-scenes things. WWE, an extremely popular streamer, IShowSpeed, have just announced that they will be collaborating during the night of Royal Rumble. Speed will be backstage all night long at the Royal Rumble, broadcasting live on his stream. And according to Triple H, nothing will be off limits from showing in the stream. Triple H said that Speed will have a full backstage access to go anywhere he wants and do whatever he wants. He also notes that no superstar is off limits to appear on the stream. Whoever Speed bumps into backstage can appear, no doubt about it. Triple H even said that if Speed even wants to sit right next to him at gorilla position and see how that works, he can live stream that as well. So it's a stream that may be worth checking out for WWE fans, because it's something that's going to take place mostly backstage and throughout the Royal Rumble event itself. Now let's get into something pretty exciting that's forming on SmackDown for the women's division. Before Chelsea Green even won the United States title, she did tease that she had a lot of great ideas for the title and what her reign could look like. And with each passing week, we're seeing more and more of these creative plans and ideas she had in mind. Ever since becoming United States champion, Chelsea Green has basically been carrying herself as if she's the president of the country, and it looks like she's about to make some additions to what's going on there. Chelsea Green has Piper Niven as her main Secret Service agent, so to speak. But as Chelsea learned on the January 24th edition of SmackDown, just Piper is not enough. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven teased the idea of expanding her Secret Service security team with new members for extra protection. And it looks like WWE did reveal who one of those new members could be. Piper was seen speaking with Blair Davenport. Blair was called up to SmackDown a while back. It seemed like she was joining Alba Fire and Isla Dawn to form a little trio there, but that was eventually dropped and Blair hasn't been seen much at all ever since. But it looks like Blair is about to make her big return as a member of Chelsea Green's expanded security team. Now, is it a permanent addition to Chelsea's security team? Is it a one-week thing? We'll have to wait and see on that. But you can definitely start to see the vision for sure. Chelsea Green aligns herself with a group of elite talent around her as security guards, and no one will be able to lay a hand on her with that in place. So it looks like Chelsea has learned her lesson that she needs more help the hard way, and is now working on a massive expansion for her security team. We'll have to see who she can recruit to be on the team. Maybe more SmackDown stars, maybe even more NXT call-ups as well. Big changes are coming to the new Bloodline, and some of those changes have already started to take place. The biggest piece of news surrounding the Bloodline this week was the report claiming that Solo's new Bloodline will no longer be referred to as the Bloodline in any way at all moving forward. The Bloodline faction name will go back to fully being to Roman Reigns and whoever he ends up bringing by his side in the near future. As far as Solo Sikoa, Jacob, and the Tongan brothers go, they'll be getting a complete rebranding soon and does not include the term Bloodline. With Tonga Loa out on injury and Solo Sikoa out of action as he gets his mind right from the tribal combat loss, the former new Bloodline is just left with Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu at the moment. And like Jacob said the same night that Solo walked out, he's just getting started and wants his respect. So Jacob is not even mourning the temporary loss of Solo Sikoa, he's just realizing that it's his turn, he's running with it, and he's not looking back with that next man up mentality. Saturday night's main event definitely appeared to be the first chapter in Jacob's new journey post Solo Sikoa. He had a whole new look and appearance, he had a new thing of cutting a promo as he walks the ring, and he just flat out destroyed a former world champion like Braun Strowman at that event. The destruction of Strowman definitely seems like it was meant to signify that Jacob Fatu had officially arrived, and how if he can do that to a nearly 7-foot-tall former world champion, then there's no telling what he can do to the rest of the SmackDown roster, which are obviously much smaller than Strowman. So it was a great starting point for Jacob's new journey. Another interesting thing to note about Jacob Fatu that had fans buzzing this week was the name of his new WWE t-shirt. The new official Jacob Fatu WWE t-shirt is called Tribal Wolf. So Roman Reigns may have won the rights to the tribal chief monk here, but it looks like Jacob Fatu is about to be officially crowned as the tribal wolf here sometime in the near future. So with Jacob about to be given this new tribal name, all while Solo is in a slump and just recently lost everything, it seems like Solo versus Jacob is bound to happen as soon as Solo returns and expects Jacob to fall back in line. There's no way Jacob steps down after everything he's done up to that point. So it's still pretty early, but as far as early predictions go, it looks like Solo may be the first big family member Jacob Fatu faces. And then maybe deeper into the year, we could potentially see Roman Reigns versus Jacob one-on-one in the middle of the ring. That's definitely a matchup that WWE is heavily hinted at in late 2024. So we could absolutely expect to see them pay that off down the line, and it would be another historic matchup for the Bloodline. There's a fan theory going around right now that mostly involves Charlotte Flair and a bit of Becky Lynch as well. In the latest SmackDown return teaser, Charlotte Flair revealed that her return will be happening at the Royal Rumble match, and it wasn't the only thing she revealed. Charlotte did say some words in that teaser, alluding to the idea that she was the GOAT, and how she was crafted a legacy that no one will ever be able to touch. Charlotte explained that it's not arrogance, it's confidence. So those words seem like an early preview of what to expect from Charlotte's new persona as well. With a rumored matchup against Tiffany Stratton being on the horizon, and with Tiffany being the young babyface champion, fans feel like this is leaving Charlotte Flair with one role to play, and that's the return of a heel veteran star that wants to take the title off a babyface champion. So even though Charlotte will get a massive reception at the Royal Rumble, there's some lines there in that teaser and this rumored matchup against Tiffany that makes it seem like we're about to see a heel version of Charlotte. Fans also think a similar path could be in play for Becky Lynch as well. If Becky's returning soon and heading right into the title scene for Raw, she as well will be facing a young babyface champion with Rhea Ripley. So if that's the matchup, that means that Becky Lynch could also find herself in a heel role against a babyface champion. So if these two veteran superstars, Becky and Charlotte, are about to return with gold on their mind and they're both facing new babyface champions, it does make you wonder about how that will be handled and who will the fans side with more. Are they siding with Becky and Charlotte, or will they side with the newer generation of Rhea and Tiffany? Those two matchups are going to be very interesting because you have the older NXT generation going up against the newer NXT generation. Charlotte and Tiffany are a fresh matchup. While yes, we did see Rhea and Becky in 2024, but the difference this time is that the roles will be flipped, with Becky potentially playing the heel and Rhea being the babyface. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.